vehicle pads are currently open for business.
Sweet talk me all day, darling. The exchange is moving in on this operation of yours. No amount of sugar gonna change that.
Believe me, you're going to prefer the sugar to the spice. Take one step closer and there'll be 24 Sith surrounding you.
24? That's a dead giveaway, darling. You got none.
These are your last breathing moments.
Know what you say, Big Shot?
Ha! We've been trained to handle Sith. Kinda glad we get to show off. Kill the Sith.
The fight is upon us.
You have a flair for dramatic entrances. I probably could have handled that, but I'm grateful for your timing. You're the apprentice Darth Barris prepped for me, yes?
You figured it out.
The obvious is my specialty. That's why I keep petitioning the Darth for a raise. Halidrel sets in. So you're here to take out Lord Rathari. Won't be easy. He usually just appears, devastates, then disappears. You'll have to draw him out. He's been making some major power plays, and disrupting them will get his attention.
I'll enjoy ruining Rathari's plans.
He's gonna go nuts, so be ready. First, Rathari's been strong-arming the Hutt cartel. From what I hear, they're close to signing over some important territories to him. He and his apprentice Giric are in conference with the Hutts at cartel headquarters. If you burst in...
Rathari doesn't sound like the type to negotiate.
You're right. He doesn't like talk, but he knows how to apply political pressure. The cartel is an Imperial ally. Rathari can't just beat on them, he has to play diplomat. Unfortunately, the same applies for you. If things turn violent between you and the Hutts, better if there's no one left to identify you.
There won't be a heart left beating.
It could get hairy. Those oversized slugs have some pretty buff bodyguards. When all this intrigue is over and Rathari is a memory, maybe we can get to know each other better.
We'll see if I'm in the mood.
If killing a Sith Lord doesn't make you feel social, not much will. I've got a shipment of slaves to send out, but I'll be here if you need me. Good luck, my lord.
Good morning, Act. Good morning, Black Vial. Good morning, Slappin'. www. Man, that's an old video. I hope you like it, even though it's old and terrible.
I'll be in my quarters.
Miss me?
Good morning, Tara. Tara, have you ever played Diablo? Any of them?
Welcome. Please select an available travel route.
That's okay. I was looking for some writing advice. I'm probably just gonna go with Griswold. It just... I don't know. It doesn't feel like the right choice, but it also feels like the only choice. Yeah, when I say Sith Warrior and Agent are going to blow everything else out of the water, I mean it sincerely. Sith Warrior might win overall on gameplay, but we'll see.
So, what do you think of my new implants? Pretty flashy, right? Some guy, self-taught, gave me a sweet deal.
Uh-huh.
I'm telling you, these street docs are the way to go. They don't waste time or money on professional training. So they pass those savings on to you.
Yeah. Oh, that guy's an idiot. So maybe anybody could help here. Because... I know, right, Act? I'm trying to hammer something out. So, I've been writing the Diablo rewrite. I was working on it just this morning. And I've got a bridge section. And it has to follow a couple of specific requirements. It needs to be exposition. So it needs to be someone for whom it is natural to talk about things that would be exposited upon. In other words, it effectively has to be either a local or someone who's new to the area. Probably someone who's new to the area. And who just moved to Tristram. You're crazy, Gigapudding. And it's Sunday. It also needs to have... It needs to cover like a 10-year span of time. Just kind of a, here's what happened during the time gap thing. And it needs to be someone who actually lives in Tristram.
You would be wise to bend to the great Lord Rathari's will. Sign over the specified territories before he loses his patience.
The Master's a hard man, Garrick. It's not easy to crap a hut, let alone the entire cartel. It would seem we have no choice.
I am your other choice.
This is a closed session. Who are you?
I'll tell you who this is. This is the apprentice of an over-the-hill Sith named Darth Barras. Yes, that's right. My master and I anticipated your arrival.
Have you also anticipated your doom?
Seems another Sith suitor appears. Tell us your purpose, Dark One.
I'm here to make sure the cartel doesn't become Rathari's pawn.
There are proper channels to seek our audience, Sith. You stack the odds further against yourself by angering us. Not very smart.
If you're stupid enough to stand against me, then you will die today.
We do not look kindly on threats, Sith. We've seen Rathari's strength firsthand. We know nothing of yours. Fight Garrick. Let's see who's superior. If you survive, we'll consider delaying our treaty with Rathari. What odds do you give me on the intruder, Yvonne? 2-1. I'll take all bets that Garrick survives the day.
You're wasting your time. Just die.
The intruder means to attack. Our bodyguards will cover you, Garrick.
Our alliance begins with the death of Barris's slave. Attack!
Goodbye. Goodbye.
Nobody better mess with us now.
Hi, Arcano, if you can hear me.
Impossible. Lord Rathari will still be you and your master's downfall.
Your master will be as dead as you soon enough.
Gotta be flashy about it. Gotta be flashy about it. Very important. Sorry, pulling up my review page here. That's... what's that? It's back over there, isn't it? Listen, you gotta be flashy, Act, okay? It's just, it's the rule, alright? It's the Sith rule.
Word spread through the streets that Rathari's conference with the Hutts was invaded and his apprentice killed. No one knows who slaughtered the Hutts, so I'm very impressed. The Empire's alliance is intact. It's too bad Rathari wasn't in attendance. But man, I bet he's fuming.
If he'd been there, his corpse would be steaming.
All in good time. He's not the type to duck a fight. Rathari is also on the verge of taking over the Republic's base of operations in the upper industrial sites. With his work with the cartel dashed, he's sure to pour himself into squashing the Republic garrison.
If he's not there, you will have failed me twice.
Even if Rathari isn't there, when his operations are all thwarted, I know he'll come to you. A confrontation will be inevitable.
We'll see.
Nobody better mess with us now.
Hi, hazardous. Hazardous. Oh my god, I can't talk. Da. You know, I think Sith Warrior's going to beat Agent on overall score. Here's a question. Do you think Agent's going to have more story positives than Sith Warrior? No, Giga. I found out very late last night that I would not be visiting my family today. I actually debated for quite a while if I should stream or get some work on the Diablo rewrite done. But ultimately, I really do want Tor, you know, done. So... And it's not like anybody really cares about the Diablo rewrite, right? Except for me, obviously. Move.
This always does the trick.
Men, fall back. Rally here. My lord, what is the meaning of this? We are on the verge of striking a major blow to the Republic. I am General Cligton, commanding on the authority of Sith Lord Rathari, appointed to Nar Shaddaa by the Dark Council. Why do you attack the Empire's men?
Where is your master hiding?
He is attending to other matters. You belong to Darth Baras. I was given instructions to destroy you if you were foolish enough to show your face here.
Let me save you the trouble.
Full attack!
Already killing our own people. Although I think we've been killing our own people for a while now, so never mind. I guess it's not exactly something new. Okay. I don't know if we'll actually finish it, Giga, but we'll get a good chunk of it out, I think. So I've never done Darkside with these guys before.
Sir, the Sith's strength has been spent obliterating our enemy. We should strike while there's a chance.
After that display, Weglin, I believe fighting should be our last resort. Stay back and cover me. Sith, I am Commander Nolan. I'm in charge of this defensive. I'm unarmed.
God, I actually feel bad. I don't know. I don't want to kill this guy.
You risk much approaching me weaponless.
I doubt that a blaster would save me. We do not wish a fight, but we also cannot relinquish this area. What are your terms?
You live only by my good grace. I may have need of you someday, and you will repay my mercy.
Very well.
Yes,
Your mission does not conflict with Republic interests. I pledge to help you. Here is my holofrequency. I will answer your call. You have my word. Until we meet again, Sith. Men, the battle is ended. Attend to the wounded.
Man, he was legit. I can't kill him. He's legit.
My lord, my base! My base is under attack! The last of my men and I are holed up in the command center, but the doors are about to give!
Who is responsible for the attack?
I don't know! We had no warning! Ah! The command center's been breached! I've never seen such power. Oh no.
Okay, sure. But yes, I plan to take the cloaking spec for my other spec. I'm going to do it as soon as we finish Nar Shaddaa. I meant to do it off camera, but then I spent all my time working on the Dabbler rewrite this morning. Okay, new proviso. I don't kill people who are legit. Like, I mean, we didn't shock Bed either. And we never will.
All better.
Nope, she's dead.
It's clear Darth Barras failed to inform you exactly who you'd be crossing. This demonstration should make up for that deficiency.
I can force choke people.
You want Agent Delicon. You want me. I won't be hard to find anymore. I'm on the roof of the satellite platform in network access. If you dare show, I will grant you a duel to the death. Be honored.
He's a moron if he thinks we're gonna walk into such an obvious ambush. Right?
Commander Norlan and his men owe me their lives. Hail him. I want to collect.
Oh, goody. I get to play secretary. Here you go.
I had a feeling you'd call, Sith. Can't say I'm looking forward to this.
I'm about to give you the opportunity for glory few have seen. The destruction of a Sith Lord.
That's unexpected. You've definitely piqued my interest. The soldier pays his debts. Tell me what must be done.
Oh, that works. Hi, Dr. Winter. You know, I just realized today's probably not going to be very lively because it's a Sunday. That's fine. We'll get a nice big chunk of Warrior done today, one way or the other. Really? The best part is I bet Twitch hasn't even notified most people that I'm actually streaming because Twitch is, you know, Twitch. It's actually something I've always wondered about. To some extent, I at least understand the reasoning behind why Twitch self-promotes popular stuff. I don't agree with it, but I at least understand it. But what doesn't make sense is why they would deprioritize sending out announcements for lesser-known streams. Which they've done for years, by that. It's nothing new. What? Okay, okay. Huh.
Lord Rathari, I presume. Finally, we come face to face.
Ah, you showed. You lack your master's caution. I applaud that. Delacon, Barris's lackey is here. So, say your piece, and do it before I kill this would-be assassin.
Barris is insane and paranoid. I was a faithful servant and my cover was intact. Did he expect me to accept being murdered for reassurance? Just wait for death?
Come, speak with Barris. Perhaps he'll listen to reason.
Do you think I'm stupid? Not a chance.
Delacon and everything he knows of your master's operations are mine now. In 100 years, when I am legendary within the Sith, your and Barris's deaths at my hands will not even be a footnote. However, I would never lower myself to duel a mere apprentice such as you. You haven't earned the honor.
I marked you as a coward the moment I saw you.
Ha! You cannot goad me into it, worm. These men are my elite guard.
Trained to kill Sith.
Half of them could kill you, but I don't like to play favorites.
In that case, I'll destroy them all.
Now, men! Attack!
So, you brought your own army to the fight. Even better. Kill everyone!
What? Oh, God damn it. Not again. Yep, I brought an army of 3 people. This game, I swear.
I yield. Never have I witnessed such raw power. The day and the planet are yours. I freely pass the scepter.
So you wonder something weird?
The threat Delacon posed to you and your master has died with him. I hope it ingratiates me in some way.
On Nar Shaddaa, for both Inquisitor and Warrior, you can get a particular Sith Lord to side with you. What's really strange is in both cases, they're legit. I mentioned this, the guy who just offers to run the cult, he actually does loyally run the cult for you. And this guy, he will actually support us. It's kind of strange.
Thank you for ending that miserable wretch for me.
It's my fault he lived as long as he did. It's clear to me now. Someday you will rise above your master. It is you, not I, who will be Darth Barris's end. Grant me mercy, so I may live to see it. Honor me with some small hand in it.
I make you my minion to be called into service when I see fit.
Yes, I shall wait with patience for your summons. I leave you to your business, my lord. Remember, I am at your disposal, whenever you may seek to topple Barras.
I may call on you. I may not.
I will live out my days, hoping for the chance.
All right, Sith. Now no one's left but you and me and my men. Your objective has been met. May we go.
Again, I'm not gonna kill, legit people. So.
You have served me well, Commander. Leave in peace.
All right, men. You heard the Sith. Let's get back to our neck of the woods.
I mean, the Republic.
It's finally over. Maybe we can go back to the ship and get off this rock, huh?
You haven't enjoyed Nar Shaddaa, vet?
What's to enjoy? So dark and scummy? Ugh, gives me the creeps. I just can't wait to get back to my quarters and grab some shut-eye.
What you testing, Giga? And that's it for Nar Shaddaa. That was like 30 minutes. Jesus. I mean, granted, that was really sped up by the heroics. Thank you for that, Organo. I think it's Alderaan next? God. You'd think I'd know by memory at this time. I've done these like 50 bajillion times.
You have done well, my apprentice. Delacon eliminated and Lord Rathari dispelled. This will be a day long remembered. The loss of Haladrel Sitson is unfortunate, but the ends far justify the means.
She will be easily replaced.
Yes, I will place my slave operations in good hands, rest assured. You have successfully eliminated both of my compromised agents. The time has come to set our sights on Noman Carr and his gifted Padawan. It seems our adversary is of like mind. Your efforts have not gone unnoticed. Noman Carr has been busy.
Stop being so cryptic and tell me what's happened.
Use that tone sparingly with me, apprentice. Consider this a warning. It appears your ship is being tracked. A very sophisticated sensor is reporting your every movement. I've traced the signal to a spaceport in a sector not far from you. I'm sure Noman Carr is involved.
Send me to this spaceport. Perhaps Carr is there, and I can end this.
Noman Carr is a master of the Jedi arts. Do not take him lightly. I've sent the coordinates to your mainframe. Head there immediately, dock with the station, and make a lasting impression.
Morning, Dream Whisperer. Except it's probably not morning for you, but you know what? Good morning anyways. Underrated implies it's actually good, though, Chief. I'm sorry, that's snarky. I don't mean that. No, I would say the most underrated is Consular, based on my evidence so far.
Nope. Nobody better mess with us now.
Damn it, Vet. Smuggler's story was a net positive, absolutely. Much of a net positive, but it was a net positive. Yeah, Noman Carr is exactly what June should have been, to be blind. Help you. Saber for life.
All better.
Clearly, I should have done what I was going to do next, before this. Literally the next thing I'm going to do. Well, next. Yeah, go away. Nobody cares about you.
What seems to be the trouble, Hirosho? Tell me why you're so concerned.
Master Carr, you promised we would be undetected, but the ship we've been tracking for you is here.
Calm your fear, Hirosho. It will not serve you. I will speak with your visitor when the time comes.
The fear I inspire cannot be suppressed, Jedi.
Okay. You never told me we'd be tracking a Sith.
You were provided the details necessary to perform your duties. Now please, remain quiet. Sith, I presume you are Darth Barris's new apprentice. I am Jedi Master Noman Carr. Do you know me?
Pause. You notice how within 2 sentences and about 20 seconds, Noman Carr's character is established very well. The guy is obviously quietly freaking out over the whole situation. Noman Carr's reaction is just kind of general detachment. Now, immediately thereafter, here, let me actually pull up the straight dialogue here. The guy says, you never told me we'd be tracking a Sith, obviously sounding worried about the situation. Noman Carr's reaction, coldly, you were provided the details necessary to perform your duties. Now please remain silent. With that right there, we actually have already seen the majority of Noman Carr's character. It's a brilliant introduction.
All you Jedi look alike to me. Soon to be deceased.
You have your master's disposition, I see. Barris and I like to keep tabs on each other, so when I heard of a new apprentice, I investigated. These men were merely monitoring the equipment, following orders. There's no need for bloodshed here.
I feel an overwhelming need for bloodshed.
Hirosho, defend yourself. The Sith attacks.
Yeah, it's not going anywhere.
Excessive display. Those men were defenseless and unarmed.
That was the difference in the fight.
You are every bit your master's minion. I shall honor Hirosho and his men's lives by dedicating myself to thwarting you and your master.
You will fail, and they will have died for nothing.
Your confidence is unfounded. Soon you will realize that. It calms me that you and Barris have no idea what you're up against.
Your pupil's powers are a sham. She is leading you on a witch hunt.
You know more than I thought. Barris, no doubt, is after my Padawan. How unfortunate. I've kept her identity and location a secret. So you and your master are just feeling your way in the dark. But my Padawan is of supreme importance to me in the Jedi Order. I will not let harm come to her.
I would expect nothing less.
In that case, I shall exceed your expectations, my friend. You're about to find out how resourceful I can be. These troopers are among the Republic's finest.
They're trained to kill Sith.
Will be lenient.
Now you'll see what a Sith is capable of.
Stand ready, men. The Sith attacks.
Oh yeah, by the way, in case you're curious, if you decide to be, like, lenient and work with him and full light side, he just maneuvers around you, gets people out of there, and then tries to trap you with the troops and get you killed. He is the first in a long series of Jedi you can encounter as the Sith Warrior, where if you're being a good Sith Warrior, they don't give a damn. They just try to kill you anyways. It's a recurring trend, and I love it. My favorite example is actually later. I'll point it out when we get there.
It seems Darth Barris has found himself a singularly vicious weapon in you. This experience has given me valuable insight. I'll be prepared for you next time, Sith.
I'll wait right here, Carr. Come and face me now.
Jedi do not seek out a fight. My place is by my Padawan's side, teaching her the ways of the Force and honing her talents. I will do everything in my power to keep her hidden from you.
I'm talking to a dead man.
Until we meet again.
Hi, Star Wars. The difference between a Sith and a Jedi? Oh, let's see. One of them uses red lightsabers.
Good to see you, Master. I applied a fresh coat of paint to your...
Apprentice, now that Noman Carr realizes that we seek his Padawan, there's no time to waste. He claimed the girl on her home planet of Alderaan, and she trained on Tatooine. I have agents on both planets digging up leads. Find the people who know this girl. Someone means enough to her to make her come out of hiding.
I doubt that Jedi will let her out of his sight.
You may be right. But as you close in on his prized pupil, he will be forced to deal with us. I am confident this is how we will prevail. The Padawan's training is incomplete. She is susceptible. The anguish you cause will flush her out, and you will kill her and her master.
Perhaps the Padawan can be turned.
Her power would be a great asset, yes. Put through enough torment, she may reveal her base nature. But we must be cautious. The danger she represents is extreme. As long as she lives, she is a threat. Seduction to the dark side should be left to masters. If there is even a sliver of doubt in your heart, it can backfire.
I will be mindful, Master.
You have yet to face a Jedi Master. Their righteousness and passionless demeanor is nauseating. And Noman Carr is no ordinary master. Confronting him, you will find profound fortitude and hate, or you will falter.
It will be an interesting experience.
Be sure your results are of interest to me. Be off, then. Tatooine and Alderaan await. Discover this Padawan's identity and destroy her.
Okay, so let's hit this now, so we can stealth. Because we're already at the point where I really should have access to stealth. Doesn't take long, does it? We've seen this before. Alright, so I would like to be a assassin. I think, right? That's interesting. I should be able to be a shadow. Whatever. Pretty sure it's assassin I want, right? Can someone confirm that real quick? As I stand on the breadth of light and dark. Which is red and blue for some reason. Which means the Horde is the dark side? Oh god, that's exactly why they did that, isn't it? I have explained all the things Warp Core, by which I mean, yes. Actually, it was this or work on something else, Warp Core, so, you know. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. Yep, okay. It is assassin. Oop. Blah, 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 blah. Yes. 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 Meanwhile, Arcano's like, oh yeah, assassin.
Nobody better mess with us now.
I don't have time to Google it. Alright, well, we're here. Let's go ahead and go down to our stealth build, which will be a build of stealth. I guess it doesn't really matter as long as I have one talent. I don't know where it is. Okay, that looks right. I am going to need a dual saber, though. Shield, apparently. Why would it not give me a dual saber? Like, you'd think they would do that. What to the path thing? Unless you mean the thing I just did, in which case I have it at character creation. Like, literally, the moment I make my character, it pops up on the right. That could be Dr. Winter. I don't know. I am in the wrong spot. Right. Oh, that sucks, Act. I'm sorry. I know exactly what that feels like. Would you believe I've never finished a game of Stellaris? Now, that's partially my fault. I play so slowly and so intermittently that patches always invalidate my saves, but, you know. Okay. Figure out my build really quick here. So that goes there. Should do. Oh, next one. Mods. Low-level mods. Higher-level mods. Level 70 mods.
Looking to upgrade your arsenal? Good hunting.
If I could get an actual weapon, that'd be nice. Disposable aura, tacticals, cosmetics, and weapons. Probably weapons.
Welcome to our market, potential customer.
Is that is a dual saber. It requires tech fragments, which I don't have.
Thank you for your patronage.
Okay, what else we got? Conquest gear, implants, flashpoint gear, maybe.
What can I get for you? Come back anytime.
All this takes stuff I do not
Your
have.
money's always good here. Your money's always good here.
You'd think I would have conquest commendations, but
Come again.
interesting. Alright, well, hang on. New plan, new plan.
I've got the best hardware and the best prices.
Yeah, so why don't we hit up here? And by here, I mean here. And by here, I mean here. There it is.
You won't find a better bargain.
Yeah, what's funny is I didn't intend any of the comparisons there, Shadow Machine. It just kind of naturally happened that way. This is all really low-level stuff. That's okay. That's not why we want it. Back up. What I want is a saber. There it is. Curious of something really quick. Give me a moment.
Republic forces on Dantooine are on the...
Apparently, the Republic forces on Dantooine are doing something. There's the typical Sith outfit, including the typical Sith helmet. Then there's shoulder pads man. Does whatever a shoulder pad can. Oh, there's something specific I'm looking for, and I actually don't think it's here, but I'm just checking while I'm staring at it. Nope. You cannot act, no. And yes, that is the current plan, although it may change. You never know. What's the wrong one? That's what do I need in this thing. I need a hilt, a mod, and an enhancement.
Looking to upgrade your arsenal?
No idea what I value. There is a blood loa, yes. Like literally, loa of blood. Exactly a popular thing to go for, but whatever. That much, or... And that one.
Good hunting.
I just need a mod station. Definitely nearby. Yep, there it is. I was actually joking. Okay. Perfect. Still yellow. That's funny. Ah, whatever. We'll stick with yellow for now. I actually have another lightsaber crystal, but I'm not going to use it yet. Okay. Let's make this easy, shall we? Listen, yellow is clearly the best lightsaber color because it's the one that came by default, and therefore requires the least amount of effort, thus making me the truest Sith of all. That's interesting. Earlier I tried to mod something and it wouldn't let me. Oh, no. Not that I don't believe you. Just, that happened. In case you're wondering, I just took a screenshot of my hotkeys. Much easier than trying to just do this manually. Okay, so I want... here. It's taking a little longer than I thought it would, so... Yes, they're well act. Yeah, nobody expects the Sunday stream. But hi, Magister. Hi, Blade Duel. I feel like I just said this, but yes, nobody expects the Sunday stream. As it should be. There. So let's try this thing, see how this works out. Yeah, Tatooine, we smashed through Nar Shaddaa, and Tatooine will not take much longer. Especially now that I'm sneaking. Now, thankfully nobody's donating right now, because that would probably just throw everything out the window. Use your ship's hollow terminal. Okay. Thank you, Shadow Machine. I do always appreciate. I will put that towards the Dragon Age blob.
Good to see you, Master. I applied a fresh coat of paint to your quarters.
The sands of Tatooine await you, apprentice. I've gleaned much since our interrogation of the Republic agent here on Dromund Kaas. I am certain Nomen Ka brought this gifted Padawan to Tatooine to train with a legendary master named Yonlock. Years ago, I urged the Dark Council to hunt down and destroy this Jedi. They refused, and Yonlock went into hiding on Tatooine.
Now I have to mop up the Council's mistake.
It won't be the last time. The Dark Council often lacks foresight. Yonlock is the one who brought the Padawan's powers into expression. Now they share a special bond. Find him and destroy him.
I will bring the old man to his knees.
Nomen Ka shelters his prize, so we will draw her out by destroying everything she loves. My servant Sharok Biv will guide you. She's eccentric, an acquired taste, but give her the benefit of the doubt.
I'm making no promises.
I will often indulge your whims, apprentice, as long as you deliver results, but in this case, mold yourself closely to my commands. That is all.
Well, you heard him. And, while this loading screen is happening, thank you for being a part of the stream, Orkana. I have jotted that down for the Dragon Age blog. So, Tatooine. Second to last time. I guess that's true for a lot of these. By a lot of these, I mean essentially all of them.
Nobody better mess with us now.
Yeah, oh, hello.
The harsh sands of Tatooine welcome you. I am Sharak Breve. Our Lord and Master Darth Barris bid me to impart my knowledge of this planet and help you track down the Jedi Master Yonlock.
It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance.
I will be your compass. You will find Master Yonlock by tracing the path the Padawan and her master took. I can tell you where they started. I followed them to the forbidden lair of the ancient sand demon, a terrible beast. The Padawan left her weapons and entered alone. Impossibly, she returned unscathed.
Maybe the demon was not in its lair.
I thought that as well. The sand demon is the fiercest creature on this planet. You don't just walk into its lair and return without a scratch. I investigated further. The beast was there, also undamaged. And what's most perplexing? Its skin was glistening.
That is very confusing. Was it bleeding?
Not blood as from a wound. More like the layer of living gel one is born into the world covered in. What happened in that cave is a mystery, as is where the Padawan and her master went afterwards. There is one man on Tatooine who might be able to explain. Isabeau Jeef. He's as old as the sand. Part madman, part soothsayer.
Unlikely.
Better not be a waste of time.
If anyone can deduce why the Padawan sought the sand demon, it is he. It will not be easy to speak with Jeef. The small farming settlement where he lives has been overrun by exchange thugs. The exchange hates the Empire for running them out of Mos Ela. They will allow me to pass, but they'll attack you on sight.
They won't see me coming until it's too late.
Then I will meet you at Isabeau Jeef's hut.
I was gonna say, sand is pretty old. Like, really, really old. Like, holy crap. Normally I'd warp ahead, but I gotta do something first. It's very important. Does anybody know what the emote is? Like the name of it? Or the mwahahaha? I've never actually done it. Yes, my brethren. My brother from another mother.
You're good to go.
Nope, none of those. There we go. Wow, I do not actually have a lot of emotes. As I say, I bet this is a cartel one. What do you want to bet? Nope, that's still that. How about, No. Sure, whatever. We'll just keep doing this for a minute. Behold! Behold, yes. Yes, good. And then the puppies will all be eaten. And Vet's just sitting there staring at us like, what in the world are these two yahoos doing? Ah, whatever. This is what I get for shacking up with a Sith. What are you? You know what? I don't even care. Let's get out of here. This planet, I swear, it does things to you. Although if you think about it, living in the desert like this probably would actually do things to you. Like this is not a planet I would want to visit. Never mind live on. Although I could say the same about a lot of planets in Star Wars, now that I think about it. Like, Naboo's okay. Coruscant's okay as long as you're, you know, topside and rich. I'm having trouble coming up with another one. You know, that would be tolerable. Ooh. Yeah, I don't exist. Don't mind me.
The world is weeping, and the tears evaporate in the heat of our sins.
I think you mean from the heat of our suns, Isabeau.
No, child. There is a dark presence, newly arrived on Tatooine.
Ah, Sith. You made it. The hostiles outside were no match for you, I see.
Sorry if I tracked blood in on your floor.
The world is an hourglass, ever being turned. The sands wipe away all traces of the past. You are the Seeker Sharak spoke of. You wish to understand the Jedi's purpose in the lair of the Sand Demon.
You see it correctly.
My eyes may be aged and failing, but my mind sees.
Please, Isabeau, make haste. Tell my friend what you know. I will remain here after to hear your wisdom.
Fine. Gather close. Few are aware that Tatooine was once a place of positive Force energy. Jedi made pilgrimages here to renew and purify. The sands speak of a ritual called the Demon's Blood. This is likely what the Jedi that Sharak witnessed was engaged in.
Explain this ritual.
The Demon's Blood. A Jedi seeking enlightenment would cover himself in fresh Sand Demon blood and enter the village of the Savage Ones. Cowering before the Demon Slayer, the Savage Ones would reveal the path to self-discovery and to that which the Slayer seeks.
Do you mean the Sand People?
Tatooine makes most who come here savage. And the Sand People have been here all along.
Isabeau, as I told you, the girl faced the beast but left it unwounded.
There must be another way to bathe in the beast's blood. But you'll have to discover that for yourself, if you care to. To know where this Jedi girl went, you'll have to perform the ritual yourself, and then see if the Savage Ones speak.
If I don't find satisfaction, it will be your blood I bathe in.
Satisfaction of any kind in the Tatooine desert is likely an illusion.
Here are the coordinates you will need. After you face the Sand Demon, I will meet you at the Sand People compound. If the legend is true, and the Sand People have something to offer you, I wish to see it with my own eyes.
Okay. I can accept that, I suppose.
Nobody better mess with us now.
I think I'm with Magister. I think that was supposed to be a threat. This is. So yeah, this will not be the first time I've seen the dark side path here, but it'll be the first time we've streamed it. What can I say? Light side Sith Warrior is just too good. Well, I mean, like, living on, Camino probably wouldn't be terrible as long as you're well off financially. Honestly, if you're rich, you could probably live a lot of places relatively comfortably in Star Wars, even on otherwise unpleasant planets. Oh, sure, now you give me a saber staff.
All better.
For all that frickin' effort. It's not yellow. It's orange. Whatever. Just like in real life. Vegas would suck to live in if you didn't have money. To name one example. Or all of Arizona. Or Alaska. Ooh, yeah, Alaska's a bad one. I was actually looking into moving to Alaska for a while there. That's a lot of bones. We are dark, right? We're actually not as dark as I thought we'd be. We are on the verge of dark too, though. Yeah, the thing is, Alaska's actually really expensive to live in, like, more so than most other places I was looking at. So there's the Sand Demon. Remember, these things...
Can we talk for a second? I really don't have a good feeling about this.
I'll make you feel better later.
We're about to face a monster that can swallow us whole. I'm thinking, if the Jedi perform the demon blood ritual without a fight, there must be a way we can too. As a favor to me, could we please get through this without mixing it up with the Sand Demon?
Yeah, we got this.
I never avoid a fight.
Right. I forgot. Subtlety is not in the Sith dictionary. Looks like it's fight time. The beastie's caught a whiff of us.
Yeah. Alaskan winters are real. Like, you think you've ever shoveled snow before? No. Hello? You sense it'll attack in an instant. So I attack it!
Forget subtlety. The beast must die!
Death! Death! Death to everything! Yeah, Seattle's extremely expensive to live in. I think it's only beaten by, like, DC, New York City, and San Francisco, I want to say. I know San Fran is ludicrously expensive to live in.
So much blood! If I knew we were gonna literally bathe in it, I would have waited outside. And the smell, ugh, cag! We're gonna stink for days! Ugh, what if it never wears off?
It will be all right, Fett.
I sure hope you're right. I take a lot of pride in my hygiene. So, let's get out of the stink pit, huh?
You took the words out of my mouth.
Lead the way.
Yeah, that beast with its head, like, I literally don't think that thing could eat my head whole. Never mind the rest of me. Guess we're going there. Okay. Oh yeah, Miami. That's the other one I was forgetting. I didn't know San Diego had crawled up that high. Hi, Lilumlas. It's actually surprising. I used to live in San Diego. Now, that was 40 years ago, but still. Okay, 38 years ago. But, yikes. Actually, I do remember bits and pieces of it. It's the first time I ever ate cactus. There was this one time, one of those tiny little two-people planes, you know, the really, really dinky ones, actually had to make an emergency landing right outside my preschool. I remember that, too. And I remember hating most of the other kids in my preschool class, and the teacher. I know. Lower shock. Both, actually, act.
You're good to go.
I remember one of the neighbor's kids was rich and used to irritate the crap out of me. Got all the big fancy toys. Cactus is actually pretty good.
You're good to go.
Wish I had more cactus recently, but whatever. Oh, sorry, making my music. I know you hate making my
I
music.
trailed and observed your descent here. I could not believe my eyes.
Why?
The Sand People all ran from you. What transpired inside the Sand Demon Cave that makes this so?
It was an epic battle, and I killed the beast.
You have bathed in the demon's blood. Its essence fills the air.
Very literally, yes.
Now, Isabeau said that this is where your path will be illuminated. But there doesn't seem to be anything here. Wait! On your guard, Offworlder. One of the Sand People approaches.
Let's kill it horribly. Yes, because they're not people. They're not people! It's like the opposite of, you know, what do you call it? Soylent Green. Oh, we have the option to kill him. Sweet!
It didn't even attempt to defend itself. I've never seen one of its kind be so passive.
I mean, I kind of did, act. G.I. Joe?
This parchment the Sand Person brought is remarkable. It is a crude but very clear map of the desert. It marks a door carved into the wall of the Desert Wound Ravine. But I've mapped this ravine and there is no such door.
Perhaps the Sand People know the desert better than you.
Perhaps. An unsettling thought. The ravine marks the farthest I or anyone I know of has dared venture. Here are the coordinates. I will follow stealthed, using the dune's shadows.
Then I'll see you there.
You won't see me until I wish to be seen. Head deeper into the desert, and you will find the Desert Wound Ravine. Safe journey.
Him. G.I. Joe and Transformers taught me about wealth inequality at a very young age. And you're probably thinking, how was that? Anybody know what the G.I. Joe aircraft carrier was? Yeah. And then, I can't remember what he was called, but it's the Transformer that's actually a city. And transformed into like a whole base. I could probably look it up. But you know, you probably know what I'm talking about. And if you don't, then you wouldn't know it anyway, so. But yeah, I learned at a pretty young age the difference between being able to afford that and what I could afford. Which is rocks.
You think you scare me?
Why am I attacking these? Fine. There's only one way to know, Blade Turval. Except you probably don't have access to them. Hello, bloody gentlemen. Where are we? Oh, we're just going all the way to the end. Okay. That works. Freaking sand people. So, let's change playlist for this
This is
one.
either a mirage or a trap set.
You have lost your way, Dark One, but I have come to correct your course. I am the embodiment of your greatest potential. I am what you could be if you overcame your fear and walked in the light. Impossible. You're trying to trick me. Only someone riddled with fear lies to himself. The light eliminates the need for such fear. Let me prove that I am you. We hunt Nomen Kar's Padawan, who can see the true nature of anyone. Our master, Darth Barris, fears that this girl will expose his network of spies and bring about his demise. I accept that you are the light side of me. So what? So, I am here to save you. If you persist down this path, your life will be consumed by paranoia and fear. Betrayal will wait around every corner. You will never know whom to trust. I don't live in a fantasy world. Trust is an illusion. To someone who only knows darkness, it would seem so. You see, the dark side seeks to subjugate the Force. It treats the Force as an adversary to be used and manipulated. When you embrace the light, you meld with the Force, become part of it. Then true clarity and peace can be achieved.
I mean, it's kind of right. Which is why I'm always dark side.
I have no interest in clarity and peace. Then you are blind to where true power resides. Look at our master. If the dark is so potent, why is Darth Barris deathly afraid of a young girl? Nomen Kar's Padawan is merely a nascent champion of the light, and already she strikes fear into the heart of a dark side master. That's why I'm going to destroy her. If you refuse the light, you must strike me down. Do you have it in you to kill part of yourself? Let's get this out of the way. Come then, take me on. You will discover the light inside you cannot be vanquished.
Oh God. That explains so much, Django.
Nobody better mess with us now.
You have proven your way is strong and viable. With this victory, our essence has been purified. In the clarity of this communion, a vision of our destiny on Tatooine appears. Can you see it too? An encampment hidden in the farthest reaches of the desert, past a rock formation called the Forbidden Pass. Is this where I will find the Jedi Master Yonlock? There is no doubt this is where the Padawan went. This is where the Great Master helped her powers become expressed. The image fades. Find the Forbidden Pass and confront Master Yonlock beyond it. Our journey on this planet ends there. Farewell.
I like Vet's reaction there.
What I just witnessed. Did you just tell yourself to venture beyond the Forbidden Pass?
It's not polite to eavesdrop.
I only just arrived. It was not my intention to listen in. I am chilled to the bone. The desert beyond the Forbidden Pass is an area that no one can survive. No one. Even the Sand People dare not go. You mustn't go.
You realize I'm going, right?
Wet your pants somewhere else.
This is not some silly superstition. Those who go beyond the Forbidden Pass are never seen again. I will not. I cannot follow you there.
I needn't waste any more time with a coward.
How that word burns me. I will return to your spaceport and update Darth Barris.
Later, yes, comma. Enjoy the afternoon with reduced cats, period. That's actually a newer song. That's probably why you haven't heard it before. Comes from a game called something. Oh my god, what's this called? Cyber Shadow. That's it, Cyber Shadow. Which has an absolutely amazing soundtrack. Can definitely recommend. Oh, that reminds me. Pull that up before I forget. Need to go buy the latest Shovel Knight soundtrack before I forget about it. There it is.
Master Yonlock, the Sith you've been tracking is upon us. Retreat to safety. I will take the intruder on.
No, Yuli. Control your feelings. Stand at my side. I will face this trespasser. I've been watching you, Sith. In coming here, you have adulterated the journey of enlightenment and made a mockery of the Jedi way. I know why you've come. Master Nomen Kar's Padawan threatens you somehow. You seek to flush her into the open and silence her.
You've figured it out.
I will not allow it. It won't be the cause of her exposure. She came to me for guidance, and the bond we struck was the most profound of my life. We are psychically linked, she and I have already warned her about you. She will not fall for your manipulations.
Your death will cry out to her.
You've chosen to fight. You will do so without the aid of your Twi'lek.
But no, Orkano!
No! Give no quarter, Yuli. We fight to defend Nomen Kar's Padawan.
It's okay, I've got an invisible lightsaber. I don't know what I'm gonna do without my Twi'lek.
Stop! Hold your weapon, Sith! I beg you.
Yuli, stay your tongue.
No, she is just a Padawan. You are a great master. I must bargain for your life. Sith, I'll tell you everything I know, if you spare Master Yonlock.
Don't you want me to spare you, too?
My life is less important. You may do with me as you please. Her name is Jaisa Wilsum, and Nomen Kar has taken her to...
Yuli, you have no recollection of the Padawan this Sith seeks.
I have no recollection of the Padawan this Sith seeks.
That's messed up.
Sleep. I do not relish wiping Yuli's mind like that, but his feelings for me got the better of him.
Don't try that sorcerer's nonsense on me, Jedi.
Believe me, I would, if I didn't sense it would be futile. Jaisa is special, her power unprecedented. If untouched by the likes of you, she has the potential to lead the Jedi to greatness.
I'm going to do much more than touch her.
You know Jaisa's name, but that is all you'll get here. So you may as well kill me. I must find tranquility, so Jaisa will sense only peace when you strike me down.
Your death will wound her deeply.
There is no death. Only the Force.
Well, the rumors are true. Being paralyzed is a blast. You put on quite a show. I knew you were good, but,
Hope you enjoyed yourself.
not at all. It was infuriating not being able to wipe the sweat dripping from my nose. So, Sharik said she'd be at the ship. She thought we were done for. Can't wait to see the look on her face.
She will be surprised to see us.
I'll practice my smug look on the way there.
And that was Tatooine. Brief, but extremely good. If you were paying attention to the document, and I know I haven't updated the HUD yet. Nope. I do want this one. That is 4 positives for the Tatooine MSQ. Three for story, 1 for gameplay, if you're wondering. Like I said, I think Sith Warrior and Agent are going to... I think it's going to come down to the gameplay for both of them. Because they both have fantastic stories. So I'm not sure which one's going to edge the other out in the gameplay axis. 31 minutes. We're doing really well. Thank you, Orkano. If I haven't said it lately, you are very much appreciative for these little shortcuts. And your assistance in general has always been awesome, but these shortcuts are fantastic. Oh yeah, we're going to see Crazy Jason, which I've only seen kind of halfway. In fact, I've never seen the entirety of Crazy Jason on camera, so this should be fun. This should be fun. We'll get there pretty soon, probably before the lunch break, honestly. Spool up the mountain playlist for when we get to Alderaan here.
I never expected to see you again.
Hi.
Does this mean you ventured beyond the Forbidden Pass and found Master Yonlock?
Yes.
If you hadn't been such a coward, you wouldn't have to ask.
I deserve that.
Hold up. Where's Vet? Come here, I want you to see me rub it in her face.
I never expected to see you again.
If you hadn't been such a coward, you wouldn't have to ask.
I deserve that. This is a great lesson. The only barriers that exist are the ones we create in our minds. I will never again assume that I know all there is to know, and I will explore the entirety of the Tatooine desert without reservation.
And die.
I don't care what you do.
It is my great shame that I have not endeared myself to you. I hope Lord Barris knows how fortunate he is to have such a fine champion shepherding his cause. I shall never forget you.
And I will forget you immediately.
I bid you farewell.
Safe travels, my lord.
Whatever your name was.
If you're ever on Tatooine again, come and see me.
Ugh, I hope we never come back to this sandy inferno. It's bad for my complexion.
If we never return here, I won't miss it.
Glad we're on the same page.
Right, I need to check out housing sometime today too. Someone suggested in one of the VOD comments that housing deserves 2 positives instead of 1. Which is funny because housing actually has gotten 2 positives. But never mind, it definitely doesn't deserve 3. I was actually thinking in my head which games would qualify for 3 positive territory for housing. I came up with a couple. Wildstar, Asheron's Call, Lotro.
You have done admirably, apprentice. Your time on Tatooine was well spent. Noman Carr's Padawan Jason Wilson no longer enjoys anonymity. I am very pleased.
Make sure the engraver for her tombstone has the name spelled right.
No. There will be no evidence of her existence. She will be buried in an unmarked grave. Your handling of Master Yonlock has sent our enemies a clear message. Noman Carr and Jason Wilson now know they cannot hide. It gnaws at the Master, and will bring his prized Padawan to her knees.
I cannot wait to get my hands on them.
I believe that moment is rushing toward us. Only Alderaan remains. Jason Wilson's homeworld. Go there immediately. I will contact you when you arrive.
Oh sure, now we're dark too. Okay, Arcana. We're on our own.
Apprentice, I see you've touched down on Alderaan, Jason Wilson's home planet where Noman Carr found her. Excellent. You will discover everything you can about this Padawan and destroy everyone she loves there.
What are we trying to achieve?
It is the same mandate as Tatooine. Assault Jesa from afar, stir her emotions, and flush her to the surface. Unfortunately, with the civil war for the Alderaanian throne raging, your contact, Duke Kendo of House Thule, has become unreliable. Kendo was supposed to find Jesa Wilson's family for you, but it seems he's distracted. You must undistract him.
I will handle it.
Kendo is a political creature. The consequences of failing me are abstract for him. Once they are made concrete, he'll cooperate. You'll find him in the House Thule executive chambers. Make haste.
So, who's ready for some more pluses to the story?
Nobody better mess with us now.
I actually don't remember what the dark side option is either for the family. The light side option is not only much more logical, but arguably much more horrible, if you think about it. So, that wasn't what I was talking about, though. The main thing I'm talking about is the Duke. Except he's not a Duke, is he? Baron? No, he's a Duke. He's a Duke. I'm right. It's time to talk to Duke Moron. God, I love Alderaan on the Imperial side. Hey, Command & Conquer. But yes, we're gonna horrifically torture the puppies. Unless they're legit. Legit people don't get tortured. Let this be a lesson. Be legit. Be like the Shy Guys. I'd never torture a Shy Guy. They're too cool. Shy Guy would walk up, meow, 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 meow. And I'd be like, nah, we're cool. Go about your business. And they'd be like, meow. I'd be like, no, we're cool. My niece loves my Shy Guy voice. Oh, a little dry today, actually. Yeah, let's pause this while we do what we're about to do here. Then we'll go back to delightful Shy Guys.
You lack patience, Duke Kendo. There are standard procedures that must be adhered to.
Your disregard for our family rules is appalling. You are an abomination. Goodbye, cousin.
Fools. They won't be feeling much of anything for long.
Duke Kendo, Darth Barris sent me.
What? You're not on my schedule. I don't appreciate being interrupted. Barras isn't even on my radar, Sith. I have a war to wage and personal ambitions to achieve here.
I'm here to adjust your radar.
A threat? You see these Sith I have attending me? Your corpse will be my message to your master. Femres, make this intruder a distant memory, will you?
I'm sorry, Duke Kendo. We are assigned to protect you and support your interests in the struggle for Alderaan. But we serve the Emperor first, and we will not cross Darth Barras, or his apprentice.
I don't respect a kiss-up.
I simply see the big picture. You have our respect and allegiance.
Yep.
Okay. That was unexpected. It seems I may have been hasty regarding your master's needs. How can I make amends?
Don't be afraid. Barris doesn't want you dead. For now.
Then I will endeavor to remain on his good side. I pledge the same level of focus that had me so absorbed in my own work. I pledge myself to your directives, and as I aid you, perhaps you'll be moved to help me in mine.
Unless your directives involve your suicide, I won't be participating.
Point taken. I hope time will improve our relations. As I recall, Darth Barris wanted information on a young Alderaanian girl who was taken off-planet to train with Jedi Master Nomen Karr. I was to locate her family, so that you could, well, send the girl a message.
That is my understanding.
The truth is, information about this girl is difficult to come by. I managed only one lead. Nomen Karr's Padawan fits the description of the former handmaiden of a noblewoman in House Alder named Lady Renata. I've questioned her already, but Renata is protected by House Alder's greatest champion. The man has never met his match in melee.
Okay.
He's never met me.
If I may, once you've eliminated her protector and gotten what you need, I would personally be very indebted if you'd arrange to have Lady Renata brought to us for questioning.
I'll take it under consideration.
All right. I just hope the mood strikes you. While House Alder is a small player on Alderaan, it is affiliated with House Organa. Therefore, Lady Renata's estate is in hostile territory and very well defended. Be cautious.
Caution is for worms like you.
I won't argue with you there. I do hope to see you soon. Until then...
All better.
So, lol, first of all. But, second of all, back to the Shy Guys.
Welcome. Please select an available travel route. Sorry, looking something up in the background here. So this is going to be a lot more boring. If anybody has any questions or topics, this is a great time for it, because there's going to be a lot of just this on Alderaan. Favorite droid during the Clone Wars? Top 3? So, the Magna droids is easily the top droid. I'd say Grievous as a joke, but I don't actually mean that. So, Magna droids. Then probably the Droidicas. And honestly, I know this is going to sound strange, but I actually like the bog standard battle droid. You know, the cheap mass-produced ones. Oh, sure, they're not as good as the, you know, power droids or the battle droid, the super battle droids or any other stuff. But just the bog standard, roger. They're admittedly amusing. And, I don't know, something about the cheap mass-producedness of them actually appeals to me in a weird way. At least for what they were going for. It's kind of the same thought about Zerglings. I actually like Zerglings. Although that's not quite applicable because a single Zergling could rip apart a car, but you get my point. Lowest moment of WoW? Ooh, let me come back to that. Highest moment of WoW. Oh, jeez. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't even see it. Is the question mark going right now? Oh, it wasn't updating for some reason. I caught the question. Whatever. Is that it? Oh, is that it? That's the one. What should I actually get here? Not me. Yeah, no, you get it, Ack. There's not only an enjoyability about having the cannon fodder, but there's an interesting tactical and strategic exercise in cannon fodder, because you don't actually want to waste it, right? You don't want to just throw them away, but at the same time, you need to spend them en masse to accomplish anything. Anyways.
My lady, we have intruder.
Lady Renata, I seek the family of your former handmaiden, Jaisa Wilson.
What's this nonsense you're spouting? I don't know what you're talking about.
Lady, let me kill this Sith like the last one Duke Kendo sent.
Windred, you don't need my permission to kill an enemy that comes barging through my door. Make it fast.
Let me save you the trouble.
This Sith faster than last one.
Then make it fast. We're here to please. Let me come back to Neurozaz's question in a minute. So, Lord Haramont says, any genuinely good factions in Star Wars? Hi.
Lady, sorry.
This can't be. I'm sorry I ordered him to kill you, Sith. I hope you don't hold it against me. You see, I've been fending off Duke Kendo's advances for some time, and I just assumed you were here for him. If you're not working for the Duke, I'll gladly cooperate. You mentioned a girl, yes? Jaisa someone?
Jaisa Wilson. Kendo told me she used to be your handmaid.
Kendo is a liar. I was aware of the young handmaiden who left Alderaan with the Jedi Master. And I did hear the name Jaisa Wilson, but you're mistaken. I didn't know her. The girl never served me.
Do you know anything about her?
Duke Kendo can include that in his interrogations. The Duke congratulates you on your impressive venture into House Alday. I'm here to take the fair lady to him.
No! Don't let him take me to that pig! I do know who the girl worked for. I'll tell you all I can, if only you'll keep me from Duke Kendo.
You have my attention.
Then we are agreed. Good. Before she left with the Jedi, Jaisa Wilson was the handmaiden of Giselle Organa of House Organa. They were inseparable. Before the war, Giselle was an aristocrat like myself. Now she leads the Organan troops against House Ulgo.
Where exactly is this Giselle Organa?
Her headquarters are somewhere on the front line.
The Duke will know where to find Giselle Organa, and how to reach her. If you let me deliver Lady Renata to him, I'm sure Kendo will happily shed light on the situation for you.
Hold up. Okay, just making sure.
I never intended to keep her safe.
I thought by telling you what I know, you'd show mercy.
Your destiny lies with the Duke, woman. Be nice to him, and maybe he'll treat you well. I meant what I said. I'm sure Kendo can help you find and confront Giselle. You should consult with him on it.
Be sure he's prepared when I get there.
Of course, friend. I will see you at House Thule. Come, Renata. Time to face your fate.
Yeah, I don't
Terrible
know.
fate it will be.
So yeah, she's being taken off to be a sexual trophy. But I actually looked something up first before we did it. Don't worry, it's not as horrible as it sounds. Anyways, can you see my name, Ect? Yeah, let me just kind of frame it against the background there a little bit. Anyways, let's get back here. I can't think of a good faction in Star Wars that isn't the size of, like, 8 people, Lord Harriman. You know what I mean? Like, if we count the completely informal alliance of, like, Lando, Han, Leia, and Luke, yeah, they're definitely a good faction. But that doesn't really apply as a faction, you know? Hi, Ross. Happy Sunday. Don't worry, I swear this is going to work out.
Ah, you return. I'm beside myself with appreciation for delivering Lady Renata for me. She will prove to be most useful.
Clean up your drool.
Tell it to someone who gives a damn.
Just expressing my boundless appreciation. So, Fimrest tells me the lead was fruitful. Although Lady Renata was not the gold's mistress, she knew who was. Giselle Organa. I should say, General Giselle Organa. Now you have to track her down, which poses a bit of a problem.
If you can't solve the problem, you should be afraid.
Well, I'd better come up with a solution, then. Giselle Organa leads the Organa War against House Ulgo. Her headquarters is protected by an impenetrable force field. No firepower can breach it. The force field allows Giselle and her advisors to be stationed very close to the front and maintain a more hands-on command.
There's got to be a way to penetrate the force field.
Well, that is the task that faces us. Wait. Yes. A force field needs power to maintain itself, yes? So, if we manage to cut the power, and I bet I know exactly where Giselle is getting her juice, if I'm right, you could just walk through the front door.
I find you hard to trust.
I've given you little reason to. I hope to remedy that. Almost all the power on Alderaan is supplied by the planetary generator. Giselle must be piggybacking the system to power her force field. Several of my fellows do this to maintain their special security needs. A precise charge at the generator will force fail-safes to fire. The planet won't miss a beat, but ancillary systems like Giselle's force field will have to be manually reset, which could take some time.
What do you think of this plan?
Me? Wow, you want my opinion? Cool. I'll tell you, I just don't trust this guy.
What a charming creature you are. Believe me, this is the only way to gain access to the Organa headquarters. Fimres, fetch a 7/7 detonator from my arms cabinet there, and give it to our friend.
As you wish.
The Alderaan power generator is located above the Strait Valley, and it boasts the planet's most advanced security systems. You'll have to fight your way in, set the charge, then fight your way out before the boom. It won't be easy.
I'll try not to yawn too much.
Once you've detonated the generator, you'll still have to wade through Giselle's surrounding army and invade her headquarters before her force field is reset. I'll be eagerly tracking your progress. Good luck.
All better.
So, I think that's honestly a good thing if you think about it, Lord Harriman. A faction by definition, probably shouldn't be universally good or evil, with only a few exceptions. That being said, if you asked for a faction that's net positive, that gets a lot easier. I mean, the Old Republic was a net positive, despite all the corruption, and all the rampancy, and all the everything else. It would still qualify as net positive IMO. Same thing with the New Republic, while we're on the subject. And, you know, to go down the list, you mentioned Mass Effect. I'm pretty sure the Council and Citadel space in general has had a net positive impact on just people and society as a whole. In Dragon Age, obviously the Grey Wardens are the easy choice there, but we can also go with some of the more politically bent factions, like Ferelden in particular, like the Kingdom of Ferelden, which certainly has a huge amount of issues and problems, but has been going through something of a renaissance throughout the course of its history, ever since it freed itself from Orlais, and so forth and so on. Although now you got me thinking, what's a universally evil faction in, like, Star Wars, for example? Is Lex a net positive or negative? I think it depends on who's writing him, but in my opinion, when he's written correctly, he's a net positive, definitely. The Final Order. Okay, no, that's fair. The Final Order definitely qualifies. I wasn't considering the sequel trilogies as existing, as I often don't. I don't mean anything by that. It literally didn't even occur to me to think about the sequel trilogy stuff. Yeah, Warcraft has a couple universally evil. Like the cult, not the Cult of Damned, the, oh my god, the Void Gods cult, which I suddenly can't think of the name of. And yet the sequel trilogy doesn't have a universally good faction either, Malachor. No, in Star Trek? I wouldn't call the Borg evil in general, but purely evil faction in Star Trek. There's not a lot of acceptable target usage in Star Trek, probably because it's kind of contrary to the message of the show. The Twilight's Hammer, thank you. See, you say the Obsidian Order. I can't quite agree with that. We encounter a bare minimum of 3 Cardassians who are part of the Obsidian Order that we know about, who aren't universally evil. One of them's a main character, or at least a major character on the show. Yeah, you notice I didn't jump on the Sith Empire, for example. The Breen are kind of easy and cheap. So, okay. The thing with Star Trek, I mentioned they don't do acceptable targets. There's actually a lie about that. Sorry. Let me be more clear about my terminology. Any major faction that lasts longer than 1 episode doesn't qualify as an acceptable target. They tend to flesh out anything that lasts for any length of time. However, there's a whole lot of threats of the week that tend to qualify as universally evil because that's all they're portrayed as. They are a bad guy to overcome. It's something I've complained about in Star Trek quite a bit. That's why they're called the threat of the week. So, I mean, if we're going with that definition, Blade Tyrell, then all of a sudden we have opened up a huge option for universally negative and universally positive organizations. I was still thinking about the membership. Tevinter Imperium, Dragon Age Inquisition fleshed that one out quite a bit. And even before that, they weren't universally evil. They were just a net negative. Yeah, even the Kazon aren't all evil because they had more than 1 episode. Hell, even the Vidians aren't all evil. Which is weird to think about. Do I like Star Trek Discovery? That's a good question. I have not seen a single episode of New Trek, and therefore cannot comment on it with any length or depth. If you want to join me, you're more than welcome to, Malachor. I'm on my own. It's okay, though. I've got stealth, so I'm okay. I'm just skipping combat here. The Aura? Remind me who the Aura are. Because, like, Anubis? Yeah, he's... Wait, was it Anubis? Is that the guy I'm thinking of? Hang on. Stargate Anubis. I'll recognize him on sight. Yep, that's the guy. Anubis, super freaking evil. But, you know, I'm not even sure if the Goa'uld qualify as universally evil. I can't do anything to droids, can I? Oh, the Ori! This is the Aura! Yeah, okay.
All better.
Is that it? Okay, so that's just boop. Let's just sneak out here. Yeah, ironically, it's a lot easier to point to an individual and say that's a good or that's an evil person. Organizations, it's a little trickier. Arguably, as I said earlier, I think that's actually more a good thing than it is not. I got an evil organization for you. Caesar's Legion. I was actually thinking about that because you know you were talking about organizations and the like, and I was like, well, my first thought of a faction that isn't actually universally good, but is still a net positive on the setting is the New California Republic. Which, of course, immediately makes me think of the extraordinarily evil Caesar's Legion, which is not just a net negative, but is just horrific in every way. Evil factions in Pokemon. I mean, a lot of the more evil groups are more misled in the groups. It's the leaders that are more evil. Like, Plasma is the perfect example there. Oh, Caesar's Legion actually is well written. It's messed up. We will probably discuss that more when it comes to the BRPG blog. That'll be a fun one. That's going to be like a month, maybe 2 months. What is that? It's Morrowind, Skyrim, Fallout 3, and Fallout New Vegas. That's going to be a long one. Whoop, whoop, whoop. I'm not here. Nope, I'm not here. I'm not here. I'm not here. How are you aggroing me? I'm stealthed.
All better.
Oh, God, the game's cheating. The game's straight up cheating. All right, fine, fine, fine. Around the corner, around the corner. Come on, come on, all group up. There you go. I got lightning for everybody. Best costume for teams in Pokemon? So I know what the worst costume is. Plasma. I lean towards Flare for the best, but I do have a predilection for suits. Okay, so we're stealthed. The worst hair. Yeah. Ironically, I think the original Team Rocket's outfits are pretty legit.
General, our standing army outside is being wiped out. Someone or something is on its way here.
My technicians almost have the force field reset, but we're still a sitting duck.
And Vet watches.
There have been several assassinations of House Thule officials, whose security systems were down by the generator explosion. In my opinion, House Ulgo is behind all this.
Your opinion is about to change. I'm here for information on Jason Wilson's family.
Intruder!
No.
Giselle, get behind me.
None of you panic. I'll handle this. Sith, did I hear you right? You've perpetrated all this in search of my former handmaiden?
I doubt you would have taken my call.
It might have worked. I'm a practical woman. You have decimated my forces outside. They were to be deployed to secure a part of my front that's about to fall. Now I have no reinforcements. You seek information only I have, and my front needs bolstering. Perhaps we can help each other.
I'll kill your entourage one by one until you give me what I want.
Go ahead. I'm not a commander with a soft heart. My actions are always dictated by the big picture. Kangrel, Prin, and Blanks knew the risks of serving a general. It will be a waste of effort to kill them. Even if you destroy my flea of a servant, you'll still get nothing from me, unless you agree to defend my front from Ulgo.
I will not back down.
See how long it takes her.
This isn't working, Sith. I am not so easily broken.
No, stop! Please! Blanks is my lover. I'll tell you everything. Just please don't kill him! Jason Wilson's parents are servants in Castle Organa. They are stationed in the central tower. Here, take this. It's a passkey that will gain you entry to their chamber. Just please stop choking Blanks.
Your stubbornness has sealed his fate.
No! Oh, Blanks, my love!
You are cruelty. I hope my Organa brothers cut you to shreds as you try to invade our castle.
Your life is about to end.
Job well done. All right. I love that it takes her 10 seconds to crumble, by the way. That never doesn't amuse me. Oh yeah, by the way, do you like that little attempt at misdirection? These people who are incredibly important and proficient, they are trained forever, and this flea of a servant is not worth your time. It's like, oh, okay. Well, I'll just focus in on the flea then. Chokey.
No matter how much you climb on this planet, there's always a higher mountain.
Welcome. Please select an available travel route.
Alright, hang on. Worst moment is really hard for me to pick, Nero says. Ironically, so is best moment. It would be easier to do per expansion, I think. No, Malachor, I'm afraid I will have to kill you horribly. Player does not exist or is not online. The burning of the tree is more a bad moment out of universe than in, because of everything that was surrounding it. It's much more complex than just they burned Teldrassil. I have argued for years that burning Teldrassil could have been a great and powerful story moment. Instead, it was just spitting on us. And that was the problem. Yeah, I know, right? We're just hanging out with the lightsaber right there. You know, just like you do. Anyways, so let's see. Worst moment in vanilla. Spoiler warning for WoW, by the way. I'm gonna go with the King chain just stopping because it wasn't finished, and so it just kind of falters off and does nothing. Ironically, the best moment is related to the exact same chain, which is the reveal of Onyxia. The walk through Stormwind, specifically. You can... Where are your lightsaber there, buddy? In BC, the worst moment is everything to do with the Mount Hyjal instance, which is the only instance in the entire game that is arguably not canon. Best moment in BC? I lean towards the reveal of Terran Gorefiend. Yeah. Wrath. Best moment is obvious. I'm not going to waste your time with that. But worst moment... Honestly, even though it's a cutscene, I think I'm leaning towards the cutscene where they reveal Duel de War. Both Garrosh and Varian were morons there. That was the point, of course. Oh, Also, very high up on that list would be the conclusion of the Battle for the Undercity. When Varian talks about how he wants to butcher every orc on the planet. Let's see. Then we get to Cataclysm. Cataclysm has a lot of moments. That's going to take me a minute. Let me think about that for a minute. Varian did get better, but it's funny how awful of a character he was to start. He really was a Garrosh too, and they decided to go in different directions with both of them. So before we do this, do you think we're going to be extremely evil here or not? Now, I say that not knowing, because you know the rule. We'll be extremely evil to everyone, unless they're legit. Now, this scene is hysterical if you're good, but we've shown that off before. Hi.
General Jessel's warning was true. The Sith has come for us.
Men, rally around me. The fight is upon us.
I didn't think a single assailant could make it through Castle Organa's defenses all the way here to us.
I kill everything that gets in my way.
Mark my words. I will stop you, Sith. You will not harm Parvin and Gregor Wilson. I vow it.
Try to stop me, and you die.
Please, if we really are the cause of all this death, I want to know why.
Fine. Say your piece, Sith. I'm not going anywhere, and I will protect them, no matter what.
It's going to be fun, acquainting you with reality.
Please, no more bloodshed. If there's something you want from us, I'm willing to listen.
Gregor, this has to do with Jaisa. I just know it.
Give her a prize. Jaisa must get her full sensitivity from you.
I knew she shouldn't have gone with the Jedi. Now the Empire is hunting her. Sith, Jaisa was our life. She was going to marry Organa nobility so that we would no longer have to be servants.
When she left, we sacrificed that dream. We don't know anything about Jaisa now. We were told we would probably never see her again. We are mere servants. What could you want with us?
So here's the deal. There's two ways to be evil here. We can murder them, or we could send them off to be tortured for the rest of their short lives. I mean, we're evil, but I don't know. Yeah, I don't think we're smart enough to even think that far ahead, really.
It's time for you both to die.
No! I've never seen a Sith kill that way so quickly. I had no time to intervene. My confidence and ego made me lax and led to their deaths. My failure will only be remedied by bringing you to justice.
Only your rage can defeat me. Unleash it.
Yes. My shame must be eradicated.
He agrees with me. Oh, hi, Malachor. Hi, we're the Lightning Brothers, apparently. And down you go.
Ah, apprentice. The Sith Fimris who attends Duke Kendo was able to patch me through to you directly. Excellent. I am seeking an update. News of your search for Jason Wilson's family has reached me, and I am quite concerned.
No need to be concerned. I've killed her parents.
Ah, I see. It appears I have been misinformed about your status. Then all is well. Good. No doubt the Padawan is twisting with grief. You eclipse my greatest hopes for you, and prove you belong at my side. Which makes my susceptibility to Duke Kendo's gossip about you all the more foolish.
Are you going to tell me what that maggot said, or not?
First off, Kendo said that you set an explosion that caused the death of several Thule dignitaries.
I'll kill that worm.
I assume then that wasn't the case. Shouldn't surprise me. Kendo also said that you had the General of Organa's military forces at your mercy, and you spared her, suggesting that you're a traitor.
That is a lie. I killed the General.
I sense no tremor of deceit in you. All that matters to me is that your mission is complete. For whatever reason, the man has taken it upon himself to slander you. I have no further use for Duke Kendo. Punish him however you please. If it were me, he'd pay severely.
Looks like it's time for a bloodbath.
Oh, he said the thing.
But quickly. Until we destroy the threat of Jason Wilson, nothing else is important. Goodbye, apprentice.
Should probably do this. So, you probably heard me mention earlier that I don't feel particularly bad about sending What's-Her-Face into sexual slavery. Here's why. Unfortunately, I haven't seen any of them act.
Ah, come in. I heard of your success, and I'm so very pleased for you.
You told Barras I murdered your rivals, and you called me a traitor.
Oh, I see. How awkward for me. Allow me to explain. I realized when you blew up the power generator, several of my rivals would be exposed, so I seized the opportunity to eliminate them. I had company when I was speaking with your master, and I needed to keep my fellow house members blind to my maneuvering.
That is a lie. You contacted Barras yourself, alone.
The truth comes out.
I only wanted Barras to know that I was looking out for him. It was harmless. I knew you would succeed, and all Barras would care about was that. Please don't kill me. Fimris, you and your men are assigned to me. If I am attacked, you must defend.
If Darth Barras' apprentice decides you die, we will not intercede.
Kendo's going to die. You can count on that.
It will be a pleasure to be relieved of this assignment. Can we help at all?
I want you to kill him, Fimris.
As you wish.
You were supposed to protect me!
He was a sad and twisted waste of space. Serving him was torture.
Consider yourselves set free.
Now we report back to our master on the council. We will be paying attention to your exploits. Farewell.
And that was Alderaan. Oh, and then we let her go. Obviously.
What does family mean to you? I mean, does it have to be the people you're actually related to?
I mean, no.
When you are close to people, they become family. Sometimes, whether you want them to or not.
Cute. I'm going to take that as a compliment. When I was working for Noctrayan, doing the pirate thief thing, he had a daughter my age, Risha. It wasn't like Nock was super sweet to her or anything.
That Risha.
But he'd call her princess, and I wished I was her.
Having someone your own age could be great or terrible, depending.
It was great. Always great. Risha was smart and strong. She knew how to do everything around the ship. And I went everywhere with her. Suddenly I had a sister again. For years it was Risha and me against the galaxy and anyone who gave us grief.
Memories of the best times in life are treasures later in life.
Who are you and what did you do with the Sith I know? Eventually, Nock hatched some secret plan that I couldn't be a part of. One that apparently got them both killed. But for a while there, I really was happy. Enough of that. You know, I never thought much about being a Twi'lek when I was younger. Even on Ryloth, there were lots of other types of people. As far as I could tell, people like me were just the ones who made the best slaves. Wasn't much to be proud of, you know?
Not having role models can make identity complicated.
You really surprise me sometimes. So mature. Not really what I'm used to. When I left Noctrayan's gang, I joined up with a group of Twi'lek artifact hunters. They were all young too, full of fire and Twi'lek pride, out trying to recover our heritage.
So it wasn't just about stealing anything they could get their hands on. They wanted Twi'lek historical pieces.
Well, sometimes they took other jobs to pay the bills. But it really was about returning Twi'lek artifacts to Twi'lek owners. I made friends in the new gang. But it wasn't until we did our first job together that we were family. There was this rich Duras scumball, Kata Bliss. Obsessed with Twi'lek women, artifacts, clothes, anything. We took him for everything he was worth.
This Kata Bliss sounds like a moron. He let a group of angry kids rob him.
He was a lot of things. Most of them terrible. Anyway, we were flying high. Did a couple more jobs together. Then came Korriban. And I guess you know how that ended up. You're never gonna guess what I've been doing. No, don't try. I'll tell you. In between jumps, I've been checking holo frequencies. And I found the old gang. They're on Nar Shaddaa. They weren't leaving messages for me in the old spots. I thought they got themselves caught, or dead, or something.
Are you thinking of going back to your old life?
What? Are you worried I'll leave you? Old gang's been on the run since I've been gone. Apparently our mysterious informant for the Korriban job was that scumsucker Kata Bliss. Bliss sure got revenge for the job we pulled on him. Fake mission, fake cover story. I'm thrown in the slave pens. And he hits the gang hard.
So you could say he was our matchmaker?
You were so weird. Once they escaped the mercenaries, Taunt and what's left of the old gang spent their last credits tracking Kata Bliss's movements. That Duros snake has managed to get his hands on the Star of Kalaun. It's a priceless piece of Twi'lek history. I want to get it back.
Tell me where we're going, and I'm with you.
You're fantastic! Kata Bliss is at the spaceport on Nar Shaddaa, trying to line up a buyer. I'll send a message that we're coming. Make us out to be interested buyers. Oh, and I'll tell the gang to get ready to receive the artifact. Bliss has some famous Kalish bodyguard they call the Virus working for him these days. But that's not gonna worry you, is it?
My lord, I have been working on something in my spare time. You may be interested.
Let me be the judge of that.
Right away. Years ago, I was zeroing in on a notorious SIS agent called Alderaan, when Moff Broysk recalled me to the Battle of Druckenwell. I had the spy cornered. I briefed Broysk so that he could send someone else to take Alderaan out. He ignored the opportunity.
This Moff is starting to sound like a chronic screw-up.
That is not for me to determine. I will say this, though. Since then, Alderaan has gone on to wreak havoc against the Empire. One missed opportunity has led to a decade of unnecessary losses. I know Alderaan's signature, and by tracking his accomplishments, I've picked up his scent.
It is imperative that you track him down.
Very good, my lord. I'll keep you abreast of my progress.
Moff Broysk is fascinating.
My lord, my efforts to locate SIS agent Alderaan have finally paid off. There is a small window of opportunity to confront him. I can handle the matter personally. Permission to intercept and bring him down.
There's no time to waste. He must finally be stopped.
I appreciate your decisiveness, my lord. The Empire will finally be served. I'll return shortly. My lord, I'm back from my mission. I'm pleased to report. Agent Alderaan's decade of espionage has been brought to an end. It is a great day for the Empire.
Tell me you took great joy in ending the spy's life.
When he realized he was exposed, Alderaan surrendered to me. I took him into custody. Thank you for allowing me to pursue this, my lord.
I value your constant professionalism and expertise, Quinn.
Thank you, my lord. Is there anything you require at this time?
My enemy's defeated.
We're working on that, my lord.
Work faster.
Have I mentioned recently how much I enjoy serving you? I am a lucky droid, Master.
You know, I just noticed a huge amount of the companion quests, the ones you actually go there to, go to Nar Shaddaa. You ever notice that? I suppose it makes sense. It's kind of a hub of, you know, everything. And one of the first, the first neutral planet.
Nobody better mess with us now.
I think I'll take that as a compliment act. Especially since I was playing Sigma's theme earlier. The one from X7, specifically. He doesn't have a lot of themes, actually, now that I think about it. Wait, is that seriously an option, Melikor? Oh my god. The Furt Master would be proud.
Vehicle pads are currently open for business.
Oh, what? Oh, it's right there. Damn it. Well, Vet always watches. It's kind of her thing. I'm not here to judge, honestly. It's just, I don't know. That's, you know what? You're right, Giga Pudding. You've unmasked me. Must have Vet with me. Okay. Now you two certainly don't look like Curly and art dealers. Virus, is it possible we've been deceived, that this clever rat-tail thief has caught us unawares?
What did you call me?
No, not possible.
These two just walked themselves into a very dangerous scenario.
Hand over the Star of Calaroon, and this goes easy. I hear.
Apparently someone thinks you've never killed a Sith before. You gotta be careful, because this guy, he's trained to kill Sith, okay? He's a Sith killer. It's insane, really. Like, I think he's killed 50, maybe 60 Sith.
Come on, show me how you kill Sith.
Gladly.
Honestly, Bet, you got this.
Nobody better mess with us now.
Oh, never mind. Malakor's here. Well, y'all are turbo dead then. I'm not actually complaining, it's just a recurring gag how often someone's like, these people are terrified. Like, they're constantly trying to intimidate us by being like, these people are trained to kill Sith. And they just say that over and over and over again. Let's not get all crazy here. Clearly, I thought you were someone else. See, there's this other Twi'lek girl, total pain. She keeps calling me. Anyway, long story, but sorry about the mix-up, you know?
Catabliss, you have exploited my people, stolen our artifacts, and committed numerous crimes against Twi'leks the galaxy over. Return the Star of Kala'un. Promise to reform, and we may show mercy.
You're a generous and beautiful woman. I've always said the Twi'lek woman was superior, being suited to the... Okay, yeah, I'm going.
I'll grab the Star of Kala'un. We can meet the old gang here on Nar Shaddaa. They'll make sure the star ends up in a museum. In Twi'lek hands.
And then we'll kill the Twi'leks. I like your line of thinking. Wait, that's not where we're going with this? That does make sense, Schmeidel. And, I mean, Star Wars is quite correct. If you really think about it, most Sith really are pushovers. It actually makes me wonder if a lot of the non-Sith kind of get bigger egos than they probably should. Because they've been pushing over level 5s, you know? Equivalency. Twi'leks do have a home planet, kind of. Where are you taking me? Oh, there it is.
Well, look who the act dog dragged in.
Taunt! Guys!
And this must be the handsome Sith you've been seeing the galaxy with. Impressive.
Had I known how beautiful you were, I would have brought Vet for a reunion sooner.
Oh, he's a smooth one. First things first, though, yes?
The Star of Kala'un is in the case. Authentic and undamaged.
Chiktahopa! Got that right. Most important single blow for Twi'lek pride. All you, Vet.
You've done something great for your people here.
Cha'amo into Otmangisa. Mitisa Tabarena?
Here. It's every credit we could scrape together. And don't worry, we should be able to sweet-talk the museum into getting us some of that back.
Oh no, I know you guys. You won't even be eating. You have to buy equipment, bribe fees. We don't need your credits. Do we?
You are doing good work here. Reinvest your credits in your struggle.
Really not what I pictured from a Sith. Must be Vet's influence.
Kunto Koroja.
No. I found a place. I'm gonna stay put for a while. But I'll keep in touch.
You don't have to leave right away, do you? What do you say we let Vet and the boys catch up for a while?
I don't know. Giga Pudding, what do you think? I'll let you decide. Should I do it? Vet is not voiced by Tara Strong. She's voiced by the woman who voiced Mission, which you gotta give me a second to look that up. Catherine Tabor. I believe. We double check, Nate. That's a good point. Is she legit? We can also coin it. She voices Padme in the shows, the animated shows. She does a lot of stuff. She was Norma in Psychonauts 2. I didn't know that. And Jessie in Minecraft Story Mode. I should have recognized that. Wow, she's in a bunch of stuff. I even recognize some of these. Usually secondary characters, which is strange, because she's played several large roles, too. I guess that's just normal for some actors. She plays Leia in a lot of the Star Wars games. Ah, yes. That was the big one. I knew there was one I was specifically looking for. She's the voice actress for Penelo in Final Fantasy XII.
Of course. Maybe we should give them some time alone.
Oh my. Sith really can read minds. Be good, kids. We'll be back.
Yeah. Mission, Penelo, and Vet.
Fun.
3 major roles.
Stukasun kanji tavutaya.
She's also Anise in Guild Wars 2, if you remember her.
I'll say hello whenever I can.
Anise is a semi-major role in Guild Wars 2. Definitely a recurring one.
Be well, love. We'll miss you.
Watch your back out there, kid.
It's a dumb thing. For some reason, her collar is always there. Yeah, same actress, Giga. As I say, at least someone in chat probably recognizes Anise from Guild Wars 2. Alright. Back to the ship. It's time, I believe, to go to Hutta. If I'm remembering my position in the story correctly. Oh, camera. Yes, Blade Tavol. Like I said, she's a fairly regular, recurring character. She dropped a little bit in relevance, but she's still in the latest expansion, if I'm not mistaken.
You crushed Alderaan under your boot, apprentice. I am incredibly impressed. The planet will feel the sting for years to come.
I savored the destruction.
Yet all this is merely prelude. Nomen Karr's Padawan can no longer hide in anonymity. I am pleased. By rooting out this Jason Wilson's parents, you have reached across the galaxy to strike a sharp blow at our enemies. Every lead followed perfectly, every planet ravaged. Our adversary is growing antsy, I can feel it. Expect news soon. Barris out.
How far are you,
My
Giga?
lord, I thought it prudent not to interrupt, Darth Barris. We received a recorded transmission. It is queued when you are ready.
Sith, I'm Jason Wilson. My master, Nomen Karr, has no idea I'm sending this message. Let's be real. We both know this isn't about us.
Ah, the hunted seeks the hunter.
Our masters pretend otherwise, but this is personal. You and I are only pawns in their private war, and those I care about are caught in the middle. It has to stop.
Wow, gotta give it to her. She sure got guts.
Her guts will be pouring out when I catch up to her.
Okay, gross.
I appreciate directness. Your brutal actions have my attention, but this passive-aggressive foolishness is intolerable. This message includes coordinates where I'll be waiting in my ship. Let's discuss this face-to-face. No more nonsense.
What do you think of that, Captain?
It could be a trap, my lord. Nomen Karr may have put her up to it.
Hey, don't listen to Captain Paranoid here. I don't think it's a trap. I trust her.
Thanks for the input, Vet.
The coordinates are set, my lord. We can rendezvous with her ship whenever you give the word.
Honestly, nobody likes Bram, Giga. I shouldn't say it that way, because usually when I say that I'm specifically joking, but I have never met anybody who has ever played Guild Wars 2 who likes Bram. Not once. Yeah, it's easy to remember his name because all you have to think is kabram! So this is going to sound like a weird one Nero's asked, but do you remember the scene with Garrosh at the end of the Stone Talon Peaks chain? That's actually one of my least favorite moments in Kata. And I know that sounds like an odd pick, like I said, but it's because it isn't canon.
All better.
As I've discussed in the lore run, and I think we'll discuss in the review, that scene was literally written when they were actually designing a story arc to redeem Garrosh, all of which was thrown out the window, but they never told the person who was writing the zone's story arc. So it's quite literally, it doesn't fit. It's just, it's like someone is like, and then Emperor Palpatine pets the little kitten, and it's just, it doesn't fit because it wasn't designed to fit because of an internal screw-up. So, that scene might as well not even exist.
You're good to go.
So, I'm just gonna give this scene right here a positive right now for the light side route. I'll explain it as we're killing them. Hey, Latario. You heard correctly.
We're going to have to thank Nomen Carr after all. The Sith showed.
Stand down, Sith. The Padawan you seek is not here. Master Carr discovered her plan and talked her out of it.
It's not your day. You were expecting one lowly little Padawan to crush. And instead, you get us.
But we're going full dark, so...
You'll do just fine. I enjoy destroying your kind.
Then we have something in common.
I'm Alden. This is Xylix. We are fully trained Jedi Knights and more than your match. You should submit.
Of course, we have yet to encounter a Sith who had the sense to surrender. You all seem bent on having us destroy you.
Your lightsaber looks really stupid.
Surrender to me and I'll end your suffering quickly.
See? Just like all the others.
It seems you're right, Xylix. Prepare yourself. Nomen Carr warned that this Sith is especially brutal.
Let me show you how brutal I can be.
The fool engages! Attack!
With nothing! Oh my god! So, okay. For those of you who haven't seen this scene full light side, as in full good, this scene is hysterical. Yeah, that was kind of boring. I'm just going to call that a wash. But on the light side, the whole time you're like, no, I'm not evil. And the Jedi are like, no, it's a trick! And it's like, no, I'm not evil. No, it has to be! You're a Sith! You must be evil! No, I'm not evil. And the two of them just kind of start getting wigged out by it. Like, why hasn't she attacked us? Why is she talking to us? I don't understand. And they start, like, doubting each other. Like, well, hang on. Maybe this one isn't evil. No, all Sith are evil. But this one is like, don't you sense the good in her? No, you don't understand. And the two end up having an argument over it. Until finally, one of them decides not to attack us. I think it's the little one. The one we killed there. And this guy says, no, I must attack you for daring to screw with it. And the whole time you're just like, would you stop?
Xylix has fallen. I see it is futile to oppose you.
You won the day, Sith. So kill me if you must.
Oh, sorry. Apparently the big guy is chill.
I must.
Either way, it is a hysterical scene. It's one of my favorite scenes in Sith Warrior.
Accept me.
Well, okay, that's not true. It's probably more like in a top 10, but still, it's a good damn scene. Okay, now we go to Hutta. He could also be evil.
Apprentice, the timing of this call is fortuitous. I was just about to contact you with news.
Oh, I'm sorry. I got a sub earlier. God, I am so stupid. That was like 30 minutes ago. Thank you, Kashtar. Always appreciate those subs. I apologize. Much appreciate. If you want to put that towards something, please let me know.
I'm eager to hear it.
I'm pleased to report that your exploits have been successful. I have received a transmission from Noman Carr, calling me out, if you will, challenging me to face him to the death. Our enemy has become desperate.
He must have lost his mind.
Your efforts to disrupt his precious Padawan have unnerved him. He seeks to turn the tides. Carr fails to understand I have outgrown our personal dispute. He expects me to jump at the chance of strangling him. He will be unprepared for you.
Just tell me where to go.
The duel is to happen on Hutta, at the site of Noman Carr's betrayal so long ago. A fitting place for this to end. Defeat him, but do not kill him. His torment will reach out to his Padawan. He will be the bait that brings her to you.
Sounds like a plan.
I can feel Jason Wilson on the verge of breaking, and Carr's desperate actions confirm it. Subdue the Master, and the pupil will come to save him. I have foreseen it.
I know, Damashi. I've said this before. Several versions of the Sith Warrior, depending on what choices you pick, are actually loyal to Barriss. Ironically, you can also do a Sith Inquisitor who is loyal to Zash and to Thanaton. Doesn't matter. The funny thing, though, Zash and Thanaton will regret what they do if you play a character a certain way. Barriss doesn't. Because Barriss just doesn't think that way. He really, truly does not care. Hi, Flag End. Ping to you. Can I count the entirety of Vashir, Nerozes? Because Vashir is just awesome. When it's not bugging out. They're very dead, Latario. No torture here. Yeah, I know, right, Damashi? Which is funny, because that's absolutely not what we're going to be doing, speaking of which. What's a level 30 warrior doing here? Yeah, picking one best scene from Mists of Pandaria, that's hard. Let me go with worst first. I really don't like Tyrande. She only gets one scene in all of Pandaria, but it's a really bad scene. You know the one scenario? It's in character with her, if we are presuming that her character is a badly written character, which she consistently has been for over a decade and a half, so whatever. But best? God.
Your presence tells me that my fellows Ulden and Xylix must have failed. Pity. Should have known Barriss couldn't be trusted. As a man of my word, I'm here. Alone as agreed. Your master shows himself a coward, sending you in his stead.
You sound upset, Master Carr. Angry, even.
Your crusade has affected me, Sith. I'm not blind to that. But I've wandered the line between the dark and the light before. I walked among your master and the Sith, My connection to the light survived them, and it shall survive you.
You can't fool me. Your connection to the light is sputtering.
I find your disruptions unnerving, but don't flatter yourself. I have no choice but to put an end to you, and then all will become calm again. Once you're out of the way, Jason will provide the proof I need to open the Jedi Council's eyes and expose Barris's network of spies.
Come, Kar. Let us embrace death and settle this once and for all.
You're good to go.
The Force is very strong with you. I must dig deeper.
Release your anger. It's the only way to defeat me.
Oh, me too, Latario.
No! This is not right! Fall! You must fall to me!
I fall to no one!
By the way, this was actually an extremely hard fight back in the day. In fact, I've actually never done this fight completely solo. I've always had to call in help on it.
My wound is mortal, Sith. At least I die knowing you'll never find Jason.
My lord, Darth Barras sent us in case you needed help. Clearly that's not the case. He said Nomen Kar should be kept alive. May we stabilize him?
No. Barras be damned. I want to die. Then Jason will be safe.
I'm not done, Kar. You will suffer as no one has ever suffered.
May the Force protect me.
We'll save him, my lord, and then be out of your way in an adjacent chamber. Hurry, men! The Jedi's fading.
Torture me all you like, Sith. The pain only fills me with more hate, more rage. I'm going to kill you. You and your pathetic master are dead. Do you hear me? Dead!
How delightful to hear you spew such venomous thoughts, Jedi. Please continue.
Your smugness is an insult. You're not my better. Unbind me, so I can rip you limb from limb.
Hey, she's here. Man, she looks mad.
Now we'll see what she's really made of.
Sith! Your men outside let me pass, so I assume I'm expected. Cease your sadistic attacks on my master now.
Jason, no! I told you to stay put. How dare you defy me?
I have long been waiting for this moment.
My sacrifice for nothing! Stupid child! For all your power, you have understood nothing.
What have you done to him, Sith? Has this been inside him all along? No. It can't be. No one can hide such darkness. Somehow you've turned him mad!
I only exposed what was lurking inside.
Is that what you call what you've been doing? You killed Master Yonlock. And my parents. And now you've twisted my master into some abomination. I felt every torturous moment you put him through, and it must end now.
Stop me, lash out, and strike me down.
No, Is this more trickery? Do not taunt me, Sith. I will not be played with.
Prove you are right. Destroy me. There is no other way. If not, you and your master die here.
I've warned you.
Wait! What have I done?
Jason, no!
Prepare to die, Sith!
And yeah, I did catch that, Lothario. I believe it's actually the second time Barris underestimates us. The first is when he sends us to the Dark Temple.
So frustrating! I cannot defeat you! Was it all lies? Everything? He told me that the light side was stronger. That it was why I could see through the facade of those who were dark. But it's not true. I am no match for you. The dark side is clearly stronger.
You haven't completed your training, Jason. When you have fully communed with the light side of the Force, no Sith will be your match.
Yet you are a master of the light. Why couldn't you beat me?
All my life, I've put up with deceit and denial.
Remember, she's from
I thought
Alderaan.
The Jedi would be different. You've shown me otherwise. You've exposed Master Karr for what he is. It's your power that reveals a person's true nature. The fear you inspire forces truth to the surface. I want that.
You will be my apprentice, and I will teach you the ways of the dark side.
I am honored, my lord. At last, I feel a sense of purpose, something I can count on. What do you wish of me? And what shall we do with Master Karr?
Karr will be delivered to Dromund Kaas, and my master will determine his fate.
Isn't that a death sentence?
We cannot concern ourselves with the plight of someone such as him.
I see. There is an attractive simplicity to that credo. I am ready to learn your ways, my lord. And I look forward to aiding you any way I am able.
No. No. This cannot be. My fate. Who are you to preside over me? You are nothing. I am Nomen Karr.
And that's why that's one of the better scenes in the entire game. Because light or dark, that scene is amazing. And immensely satisfying. There's a caveat, which we'll talk about later. Yeah, she changed fast. What is this, KOTOR 2? I'm sure Barris is going to have a relaxing evening.
Always warms my circuits, Master.
I've been informed that my soldiers are bringing Nomen Karr to me. A pleasant surprise. I'll have the final word in my war with that Jedi. He will die 1,000 deaths.
Oh, I thought you were beyond your little rivalry, Barris.
Some people are easy to get gifts for.
Somehow I doubt defeating Nomen Karr was easy. I see you have a new passenger. Jason Wilson, I presume.
This is my master, Darth Barris.
Greetings, my lord.
You've endured quite a lot, young one. But you seem to have come through it rather well. Would you agree?
I am very pleased with the outcome.
I sense her devotion to you, apprentice. However did you manage that?
I learned from the best, master.
Excellent. The perfect disciple. There's no denying you are a master of the dark arts now. Only the most accomplished among us are named as lords among Sith. You have more than earned the distinction. I hereby confer the title of Sith Lord upon you.
You honor me.
Through your exemplary service, you honor yourself. I award a considerable stipend to those who attain such a rank in my service. Enjoy it. Now celebrate as you see fit. Then return to me here on Dromund Kaas. I have great plans for us.
Act 2.
Wow, a lord. I'm impressed.
Congratulations, my lord.
You've both been a great help.
Service is its own reward.
Yeah, what he said. I already prepared Jace's quarters.
I'll go ahead and show her to them.
Nice of you to assume some initiative.
I'm here to help. Come on, Jaisa, let's get you set up.
Whenever you need me, my lord, whatever your order, I'll be ready.
Perhaps I'll come and check on you in your quarters later.
Don't think it's going to be that easy, my lord.
Ooh, I really like her.
So, my lord, now you have the girl. A victory, I dare say, even Barriss failed to anticipate. You've become a Sith Lord, and your power base is growing. Where are your sights set now?
Now we crush all the Empire's enemies and bring the Republic to its knees.
I hope to be there when you deal the final blow. I leave you to enjoy this achievement.
Lol. Okay, so this is a little bit early to chop off, but I actually need to deal with a couple of things. There will be a second stream, so I'm going to be doing like lunch plus a couple of chores and errands. And then we'll go ahead and start up Act 2. But before we do, I will tell you the best scene. Oh, I already told you the best scene. Wait, no, I didn't, did I? I told you the worst scene. In the mists. I'm just gonna do that, and I think that speaks for itself. Oh yeah, I also need to mention this one. Are you gonna be here after the break, Nerazes? He's only said it once, Warp Core, believe it or not. Maybe we would have said it more often, but no. I don't have an answer off the top of my head. There's so many good scenes in Mists. Hang on, let me chop off the local recording.